He's still here.
All right, so this podcast is going to have some background noise apparently, but here we are. We get rolling a little later than normal, but Vincent's already had something to eat, so it's not going to be as bad for him. I ate one burger, I ain't gonna lie. So this is what is it called? Dream Technology, and it's got like an alien looking chick with an open head and a little alien inside of the chick's body that looks like a zombie with a gun.
Kind of like a squid in her head.
Yeah, it does look like a squid. You're right. But this is Martin House Brewery here in Fort Worth. If you're from Fort Worth, 121, the Top Golf, it's across the little bridge, and solid beers all day long. Is the mic turned up? So, we did the initial shot off camera in the other room. Cheers, man. Beers are going down easy.
Where'd you find this one at?
They got this shit at Walmart. This was the last SIXPAC they had.
Damn.
It was like, dude, this was like 9 something.
Yeah, they usually are about $10.
But no, dude, that's good. Because when I went to the liquor store, when I went to Specs the other day, and bought a 6-pack of mango IPAs, I drink them 12 to 15, depending on ABV. Some of them are 4-packs for $15. Yeah. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin's IPA, but those are 16-ounce cans. Shout out Stone Cold.
This because I want to save a can that's not been opened.
Yeah, they just released this one, and man, it's really fucking good. I ain't gonna lie about it. Man, Martin House, man, they make a lot of sours that people love. They're the one that makes that pickle beer.
Yeah,
that's best made pickle beer. Man, I'm just not a sour guy. Like
that pickle beer is like good every once. Every
that's
once or twice every 6 months.
Not for me. Well, but they have like a purple one that's grape pickle juice now.
Oh, fuck that.
But the spicy one kind of sounds in my head like it would taste like a Bloody Mary or something. A spicy Bloody Mary.
But the regular pickle one is not too bad. But just like I said, it's like once in a while.
Yeah, I'm
not back to back. Drink a whole 6-pack or some shit.
Yeah, that's true. Because I had one and it was like, all right.
But then that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those beers like. If you're not a heavy drinker and you're going to come to the house, at the end of the day, you're like, man, I'd just like to have one beer on the back patio, just hanging out.
Yep.
Then, I mean, maybe that's the beer for you. But it's not for me because I don't drink one beer. That's just enough to piss you off. But that purple was a
great beer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great beer. Then they got like a
grape or what?
Yeah, it's pickle and grape. And then I think there's a blue one too. That's like blueberry or something. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I had the original and I had the pickle or the grape one. And then I had a sip of that spicy one, but it wasn't my jam either. That's like Martin House makes Salty Lady. That's not one of my favorite beers either. They make a lot of like sour, saison, those kind of beers, and they're just not my jam. Yeah. But this IPA is hitting the spot. I mean, it's got the mixture of like a lot of stuff that I feel like if this was the movie, we would watch it clearly. Just off of this being the billboard. Oh, man, there's an alien living in that girl's head and she shoots people. Let's go.
No, squid, not spider.
Bro, they have technically said squids are aliens.
They look like it. That bunch of
exactly, bro.
Shit, you know? Especially those jellyfish, some of them. Man, they look fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah. All right. We've talked enough about beer. It's really good. Go buy some. They have it at the local Walmart here in Fort Worth. Walmart Supercenter had it. For like $10. Dream Technology. Indian Pale Ale, 7%.
I thought you said 5.6.
No, I said 6.9. All right. Oh, we're going to talk about football.
Football, yeah.
Okay, so
let's go back to
my good weekend.
When you went 6-0.
When I went 6-0.
I went 4-2 that weekend, but
and then I made all my picks for the next week and went 0-4.
I went 1-3.
Thanks, Aaron Rodgers. Thanks, Tom Brady. Thanks. Who else let me down?
I think Cincinnati beat your team, the Tennessee. Tannehill. Maybe you can blame him.
I mean, they came back in that game.
I think Tennessee was the worst 1 seed ever.
Dude, they still played a really good game, and it came down to that final play, like every other game did this past weekend. Yeah. And
All
the
field
one that
goals.
really let me down was the was it the who did the Bills lose to? The Chiefs?
Yeah.
That one really let me down. They could have squib
Chiefs
kicked it.
should've-
They could have
they,
squib kicked it at the end of the game, and you would have ran at least 6, 7, 8 seconds off the clock.
I don't even that long.
Just
I'd say
bouncing
about
around.
3 to 5 seconds. It just depends on what happens.
Yeah.
But
But the thing is, it's squib kick, someone picks it up, and then they're going to initially, they're going to think run, and then they're going to stop and go down, but you would have lost. The
at
ball
least 2 or 3
rolls.
seconds, dude, you know?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
And then at least you give yourself a better
But it sucks they had
situation.
3 timeouts. But still, that's what they had. But they had all that time, you know? But, well, not a lot of time, but, you know.
Yeah.
They had 3
But
timeouts.
Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford apparently now, and Romo and Peyton Manning were the same way. Eli was the same way. You get them in that 2-minute drill, but you only give them 35 seconds. They know that first play's got to be 20 yards. And the next play is either getting us into field goal range or we're going deep just for all of it.
Yeah.
And the incomplete pass, okay, we got one more shot at getting a little closer. But there's just certain quarterbacks that are built for that. Like Matthew Stafford had a terrible game the second half. It was garbage because they were 27-3, right?
Yeah.
And then Tom Brady comes marching all
Well,
the way
defense
back.
helped that sometime, but, yeah, but.
I mean, the Bucks defense helped out, and the Rams defense did nothing, because you got a team down 27. So I get you play soft, no big plays, but they were still giving up big plays to Gronk left and right.
Yeah.
He was getting 20 yards, 30 yards, and then with yards after reception, it's like, bro. I mean, it just looked like he was running all over the place, but.
He's slow as hell, though. Man.
Exactly. When he was younger, he was
Like
quicker.
Witten.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but now that he's older, just like Jason Witten, and they know the route and they know where to
They
be.
run good routes.
And with the picks, the illegal picks or whatever, with the screens, you get a little more open. And then if you get that screen at the right time, and then you use your breakaway for that 5 seconds to just, then you need to be you get there and you make the play. But Witten understands that. Gronk clearly understands that. There's some tight ends that they can run with it, and they don't have to be the fastest guy out there.
Yeah.
But there's other tight ends that they have to be quick, because if they're not, they're not the same guy.
Yeah, but I think if Brady retires this year, it's cool. I think he still went on top of the last playoff game because he still brought the team back. You know, he didn't score.
Yeah, he didn't.
Touchdowns.
He didn't.
But he did score 1 touchdown. You know, real long pass, but
Yeah.
like he's still, you know.
Yeah. No, he's still the GOAT. God
But
dang.
he still tied the game, you know. I mean, there's a running back that scored a touchdown, but still, they went down the field or whatever. And
They went down the field.
tied
They
the
made
game,
they
dude.
made good decisions, and they tied the game.
It was a fucking
and
defense that did
Matthew
it.
Stafford couldn't do anything, dude, for 2 full quarters, and it was like, you know, we're not going to do any big plays. We're up 27-3, and I think some of that may play into like they used to say Jimmy Johnson would run up the score. When Jimmy Johnson was up by 27 points, he would run it up another 15, 2 more touchdowns, and I think that's part of. Maybe because they said the coaches for those 2 teams, they used to coach under. They coached under somebody, not Joe Gibbs, Shanahan, because one of those coaches is Shanahan's son, isn't he?
Well,
Kyle
for
Shanahan?
Kyle was for 49ers.
But he's Kyle Shanahan, and
the
then-
dad for Broncos.
But he used to coach the Redskins too.
Did he? Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
did after. Yeah.
After Joe Gibbs, he was there because Joe Gibbs came back that one year. Anyways, long fucking story. Anyways, yeah. So they said they had ties to each other, those 2 coaches, and out of respect, maybe the Rams coach, maybe what was it, McDermott, right? Yeah. Maybe he just didn't run up the score. He was up 27-3, and then.
But you know, 49ers had their number, dude. They haven't beat the 49ers in I'm thinking in 2-3 years, dude.
Did they play this year?
Because they're division rival. You know, they play in the same division.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, 49ers and Rams. 49ers beat them twice this year, and they beat them last year twice. And I think the year before that twice too. I don't know.
Okay, so based off of the information you just gave me,
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan got his number, or you know.
no, I'm gonna go the other way. That's my prediction.
All right.
We got 2 games. We got 2 games this weekend.
I'm going for Cincinnati, man. Oh.
No. I mean, for this weekend. So you think 49ers is Cincinnati?
Yeah.
I'll agree with you with Cincinnati. I think Matthew Stafford is going to pull some shit out of his ass, and he's going to make this. He's going to make this Super Bowl.
Well, he deserves when he played fucking Detroit for so
Bro,
long.
the best receiver he ever had, fucking Megatron, leaves.
But he still couldn't do nothing, you know.
I mean, but the thing is, that's all he had.
But you know, he had Megatron and he had Roy Williams too. Remember?
Yeah, but that was
Roy Williams was not there.
that was Roy Williams like after stint or before stint. Like when he was younger or older, he didn't. Did he start there, or did he finish his career there?
Who, Roy Williams?
Yeah.
He started there. Remember he finished his career, I think, Cowboys.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. But even when he was with the Cowboys, he wasn't that good.
Yeah.
And when he was there, he was younger, but still.
Well, if you really think about it, man, Roy was not even good when he was in Texas. When he played for Texas, he was not that real good. He was real slow or whatever. Faster than me.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But don't get me wrong. But also, we're not professional athletes.
But like, if you actually watch the film and shit, he was not that good of a, you know. Whatever.
But he fit the profile of a good receiver. He's big enough. His reach, his height. He looks like he could take a hit, but also he could fight somebody off and make a catch.
Yeah.
I mean, like Julio Jones. Like, he fits the bill.
He was on Tennessee too, man.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But
Tennessee's not
I mean,
I
love Julio Jones. He's a great wide receiver. He's on the back nine. That's why they didn't pay him in Atlanta. That's why he's not there anymore. Yeah. Because you can't, just because a guy's good, you can't. Like, Michael Irvin can't play wide receiver for the Cowboys. But I guarantee you there's a Cowboys fan somewhere that's like, I think we should get Michael Irvin to go in there. And the same thing. Oh, man, T.O., he's just at the house, but he's still in shape. Maybe T.O. could go in there and do something. Nah, dude, T.O. could go in there and do something. It's not something you want to see. Like, there's a reason that you phase out, that guys don't play anymore. Mm-hmm. Like, Emmitt Smith, I'm not going to lie, Jerry Jones was right. When he called it on Emmitt picked up some yards over there. They fed him the ball every game, but they didn't do anything with him. They weren't going to a Super Bowl because Emmitt Smith signed with the Cardinals. What was it, 1 year or 2 years?
2 years.
But they didn't make real noise like going into a Super Bowl or anything. He just didn't want to stop playing, and Jerry was like, "No, I mean, you're done, man." Like,
it's a business decision.
It was a business decision, and on top of that, the triplets were done. I mean, Dion, Michael Irvin, Troy, like it was that all that was coming to an end. And honestly, for whatever reason, Bill Belichick can pick a quarterback out of college, but Jerry Jones can usually pick when someone is not what he wants to pay for anymore. Yeah. And he's had some bad, like Terrence Newman was one of the only ones that I can really remember where Terrence still had a lot left in him.
And he went to the Vikings after.
Yeah.
It was like there were 3 years.
Yeah,
4?
And he was he was shutting dudes out in the playoffs. I remember I was like, is that the same Terrence Newman that played for the Cowboys?
Yeah.
I was like, man, defensive schemes really matter, bro.
And he always ran his game like he always ran Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
The way he played, the socks and everything. You know, he acted just like Sanders, dude.
Yeah, if you ain't gonna get another Deion was different. Dude, he was like one of the last players to play both sides of the ball, right?
Yeah.
To do it, he there may have been another guy, but they didn't do it as dominantly as he could. But you just think about that dynamic. That's like
there's no cornerback that plays receiver.
But there should be, dude. There's guys that could, because most of the cornerbacks now are not looking for tackles; they're looking for picks.
Yeah.
Like, who's the guy that got us all the interceptions for the Cowboys?
Diggs. His brother is the one that plays for the Buffalo.
Stephon?
Is that the receiver? Yeah.
Yeah. He used to play for the Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings and whatever.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So that's his brother.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Brother,
It makes sense that when they're playing again, one's...
I'm pretty sure they train together.
Exactly. It makes sense that one's a wide receiver and one's a cornerback. But at the same time, hey, man, was there not ever a time that you had to cover him? So switch it up. And I don't understand why NFL teams don't do stuff like that. because you know how that would throw off somebody on the field. I mean, that's the play you run. That's your Nick Foles in the Super Bowl, Philly, and they run that stupid play where Trey Burton throws him a touchdown pass. Like, that's what Diggs is. He's that one time that, wait, why is he on the field? We don't have any tape on him. We don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Is this a wildcat where they throw it to him and he throws it to somebody else? And you confuse the defense. That's what you run on that weird 3rd and 19. And the dude's quick. He has to be if he's keeping up with wide receivers. And he's running backwards for the beginning of the route.
Well, not only that, but remember I telling you that the stats that he's allowed over 1,000 yards the whole season. You know? So.
But that's like I was saying. Cornerbacks now don't play for the tackle. They play for the interception. They play for the pick six.
Which
the
is
punch out.
understandable, man, because
I mean, it is understandable, but that's not the football they used to play when we were little kids and we would watch it. Ray Lewis never played that football. Ray Lewis was never looking for an interception.
Well, no,
he was gonna lay a fucking
though.
hurt on somebody.
different position.
I mean, but
they got
arm tackles. I'm talking about like arm tackles and guys going in punching at the ball rather than wrapping up the legs. Something, dude, trip the guy up.
But the guy I'm thinking about that played like 4 football was for the Jets, number 24. What's his name? I can't. Damn it! I just had his name in my head. But he played for the Jets for a long time. He won a Super Bowl with the Patriots one year, I think.
Oh, god damn it, dude! Why'd you look him up, bro? Because the podcast is gonna fucking be ridiculous. Because I know who you're talking about too.
Let me see.
He was a corner though, right?
Yeah, he's a cornerback. He was like, well, he's the best, man. He was good as fuck.
It wasn't. Man, I'm trying to think.
Jets best.
In my head, I'm thinking Rogers Cromartie, but I don't think that's right.
He might have been a corner for. He was good, but
that's not who that you're talking about.
Yeah, Darrell Revis.
Okay, Revis. There you go. Yeah.
Shut down. Corner.
God dang, dude.
Yeah, they didn't intercept a lot, but
that shit was gonna piss. Yeah, shut down corner. That's what you want. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about you catch him and tackle him. I'm talking about that fool cannot throw at you.
Or like the quarterback don't want to throw that way.
Yeah, you're the last option because I know you're one-on-one with my boy.
Yeah.
I feel like when the Seattle Seahawks were at their prime, when they had the Legion of Boom, and they had Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman was a shutdown for those
couple years.
For those, that's it. For those glory years where they were their best at the best. Russell was still young. Yeah. They had were the both Bennett brothers there?
I'm not sure, dude, man.
But that's what I'm saying. In that time frame, man, those dudes were cold. And the other dude, what's the other dude that was on the other side? Because Sherman was on one side. What was the other guy's name? Short hair, light skinned black dude. Oh, and then he got hurt, and then he ended up with like Carolina or something.
Yeah, but you remember the cornerback he played for Broncos for a long time, and he went to Washington, or might have been the other way around. Champ Bailey.
Oh yeah.
He was a good cornerback too.
Yeah. Oh, the other guy, the light skinned dude that played for the Broncos with the Super Bowl with Peyton, the bald guy, Talib.
Oh yeah, he was physical.
Yeah, he was real physical, bro. He with the Broncos.
He played with the Patriots too for like 1 or 2 years. Bro.
And he was a dude like that's the kind of defense I want. If I owned a football team, that's what I want to see. Don't be teaching these guys about picks. Don't worry about that. If the pick pops up, grab it. You know how to catch a football, but play defense. Yeah, hold your man. Keep your man held down.
Another cornerback.
I think they should run. I think they should run fantasy
Patriots
football like that.
Long time ago, remember Ty Law? He was good too, man.
Yeah, I remember Ty Law.
He wasn't really shut down. I think it was just more the scheme they ran. But
I mean, that's what we talked about the last time when we talked about quarterbacks. You can end up with the wrong team, and you could have been Tom Brady. Tom Brady,
Detroit.
Yeah. Anybody that ever ended up in Detroit, ever ended up in Cleveland, dude, they were talking about like Cleveland's had a new head coach for like the past every 2 years for the past like 9 years.
That's probably the problem, right? Don't you think?
If you don't let somebody develop a scheme that people can buy into, and next year they're like, hey man, you seem like a cool guy. We'll eat lunch with you and we'll run your place, but it's not going to work and you're not going to be here next year. Because that's what it's been. There's a new head coach. Yeah. And then And then they'll give a guy like Hugh Jackson was there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was there for what, 3 years? I think he got fired. Baker ended up there, and he got fired after that first year with Baker.
Well, and then started somebody else.
And then Baker had 2 more years, and he had 2 more coaches. And it's like, bro, how do you know if a guy can play football or not if he's played 4 years for 4 different coaches and 4 different offensive schemes? Clearly, he can read a playbook because he's pulling some of the plays off. Yeah, for real. Oh, man, we've gone off into a football tangent.
Hell yeah. But, yeah, my picks are hopefully Cincinnati whoops that ass, man. I like Mahomes, but goddamn, I'm tired of it.
Bro, that...
I like what's the name, Rosman Romo? A little bit. Except a little faster.
Oh, Joe Burrow? Mm-hmm. Dude.
Remember all the sacks he took?
God damn. He wears number 9. He got sacked 9 times. Oh, and he won. Man. If you follow me on Instagram, I apologize for all the shit I was talking. I was screaming about the football games. I was screaming about this will not bring me rolls from Texas Roadhouse. I had been drinking since way too early. And thank you, Jesus. The watchers are watching for me because I slept at Vince's house. And roll into the next conversation on the last beer, and we won't even get to the third topic. So we were there. We finished the football games. We were bullshitting, drinking. We finished all the pizza from Marco's. Way too many carbs in too short of a period of time. But we were Michelobe Ultra for most of the night. So pulled those carbs and calories down. Anyways, and Bud Light. Was it Bud Light?
Yeah, Theo brought it.
Oh yeah, because I drink Bud Light, but I never drink any.
There's still some Michelob still in my fridge.
What?
Not a lot.
Get your house tomorrow for them 4 that are left. That's the light from the camera. I was like, somebody out there with those little headlights on? No. Oh, so after the game rolls on, and then Vincent was like, "Hey man, did you watch Peacemaker?" And when I watched Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah, second one.
That's when You Still Live in the Waxahachie. And now they did the spinoff with John Cena. And I will tell you, don't let your children watch it unless they're mature and like you don't care about them seeing tits and John Cena bang some girl from the back.
There's a lot of cuss words and bullshit like that, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not made for kids. Like if your kid's like 10, don't put that shit on. If your kid's like 13 or 14 and you kind of talk to them about some real shit that happens in the world, then okay, maybe let them watch it. For sure, but yeah, I mean, they figured it out at school for sure. That's where we figured it out. That's where, I mean, your friends at school. There's always that one kid that knows way too much too early. There's always that one kid. Anyways, the John Cena show. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, dude. It has the vibe from The Boys. Because of the curse words and like there's sexual references, and then like Coleon Noor, one of the gun guys I have on Instagram and YouTube, he was watching it, and it was the scene where they're at the restaurant before he bangs that chick at that hotel or apartment or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, I'll have this, and this," or he goes, "Hey, sweet cheeks." And then she goes, and she comes over and she's like, "What can I get you?" He's like, "Oh," and then he orders or whatever, and she walks off. And they're like, "Really, sweet cheeks?" And it's like, and I don't remember what he said, but I'm not gonna lie, dude. I love The Rock. He was one of my favorite wrestlers. Not my favorite, Stone Cold. That's you all day.
Stone Cold.
But anyways, The Rock was. I mean, Stone Cold had those cycles where he was on vacation or he was out, injury or whatever. We're adults now. We know that it's entertainment and they do some physical shit. So if you say wrestling's fake, fuck off. Go jump around and let somebody slap you in the chest. Anyways. Okay. We said that. So you remember the Hell in the Cell match? Undertaker and Mankind.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone's always like, Mick Foley has done interviews and they're like, "Hey, so was that real? When The Undertaker threw you off the top of that 25-foot fucking cage and threw you onto a fucking table and you're just laying there?" And
he even choked something through the cage, remember?
Yeah, I remember that shit too.
And he also said that he was trying to, like they were showing his face, the camera in his face, But what he was trying to do was he was trying to put his tongue through his lip or something because it was open. He said he felt it.
Yeah, he was feeling that. I seen the interview. I seen it. And then he said,
"Man, this
when he does those meet and greets,
guy,
I know, and he does those meet and greets, and he's sitting there, and he said this guy walked up and told him that he was like, "Hey, was that real?" He was like, "Hey, come here, I'll tell you a secret." He goes, "It wasn't real. It was a magic table." And it's like, no, you dumb fuck. How is that not real? Even if there was a fucking mattress down there underneath that table, that shit would have hurt us. Dude, from throwing off the side, I would say 20 feet. Throwing straight down, I would say, I don't know, in my head, the logistics, I would say anywhere between 18 and 20, 18 and 16 to go straight down through a chain link fence and land. And then if you go back and watch that match, it's on YouTube, there's a point where when the Undertaker gets back down there, he's like trying to get his second wind. And he's fucking exhausted because they've been climbing a fucking cage, throwing each other around. And they go through the cage. And it's just like, are you fucking shitting me? That was some of the best entertainment ever. You don't see it no more. And we were alive for the glory years of the Attitude Era when it was the Hardy Boys, when it was Edge and Christian and the Dudley Boys. And there was always this three-way thing going. If they weren't fighting these guys were fighting these guys. And if they weren't fighting, then these guys were fighting these guys. And it was every Monday and Thursday. They would have an altercation in the back. And then Thursday, there would be a triple tag team match. And there's three guys in the ring at the same time. And tables, ladders, and chairs. Not TLC. Tables, ladders, and chairs.
Good times, man.
Not tender loving care. Anyways, but I'm telling you, dude, that kind of shit, that when people talk about wrestling and wrestling's fake, no shit, Sherlock. Yeah, we know who's gonna win.
What's all acting? Maybe. Why didn't they go on whatever's going on?
No, well, there's titles changes can't happen, unless it's so. Those are predetermined because title changes only happen at pay-per-views or on a random Monday night after a big pay-per-view when no one had a title change. Yeah. Money in the Bank matches was one of the greatest things they ever did.
I know, it's so cool. I saw an interview. He said that because remember he faced Rock 3 times in WrestleMania, and he was like, "Oh, he gave me 2 times or whatever." He's like, "I had to give him something, you know." So
yeah, and that's
that last one.
And the last one was basically his last match.
Yeah,
and he did that in a way that he basically passed the torch.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Stone Cold was a heel from the beginning. Heels for life. Heels is going right here. That's probably like second to next tattoo. Anyways, Stone Cold passed the torch to The Rock when he finally lost at WrestleMania to him. And the same thing happened when The Rock kind of left to get his acting career really rolling. And now he cameos and he comes back for stints. Money, yeah, he's making real money on fucking movies. He's making $25 million a movie. Why is he going to go back to Vince McMahon for $2 million, $3 million, $4 million, $8 million a year? Mm-hmm. Or a segment. So he works 3 months out of that time frame to develop a storyline. And then WrestleMania hits or SummerSlam hits, a big pay-per-view, one of the bigger ones. Yeah. And then they roll from there. Brock Lesnar's back. Brock's my boy. Roman Reigns, fuck off. Roman Reigns is cool, but I just don't like. I do like that gimmick where when he was on Instagram and he goes, Omaha. He looks around, acknowledge me, and I was like, that's fucking cool though, bro. Can you imagine walking into a fucking bar where no one's paying attention to you and having a random microphone? Pug Mahomes. And just looking around and having this big fucking championship belt on your shoulder. And everybody's like, what the fuck's that guy doing? Acknowledge me. That's a fucking cool entrance, for sure. Bro, we gotta start thinking about Halloween costumes already. I'm gonna be...
Have you watched the Boba Fett, right?
I watched 2 episodes, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That first one was real boring.
Yeah, it gets better.
The Mandalorian was the same way. When we watched The Mandalorian, the first one, you're trying to figure out who this guy is, but shout out Pedro Pascal because that fool's a great actor. He's the dude that played Narcos. Hey, that's the same dude that played Narcos, right? Pedro Pascal, the guy, the Mandalorian. Yeah. Great actor.
He's also gonna play Joel off of Last of Us, the HBO.
I didn't watch that.
Well, you haven't played Last of Us.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, but he's gonna play Joel.
Okay, so you're saying they're making a show and he's gonna play someone. I thought it was a show that already existed that I didn't know about.
No, that's the game.
I was like, bro, I'm barely trying to catch up with the Netflix Marvel stuff.
But it's good. I guess you can watch the show and then you don't know what the hell because you never played the game. You know, hopefully it's good.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like Assassin's Creed, the movie, complete shit.
No, I ain't watched that.
Michael Fassbender, no disrespect to him. I mean, he played the role that they wrote for him, but at the same time, that movie was garbage. The video games are so more intense, and dude, like that's like when you play San Andreas, any of the Grand Theft Auto stuff, like the later stuff.
Yeah,
you're like in a world, bro. Like if you don't work out, then your guy's scrawny, so you better have some guns. But and I just feel like Assassin's Creed was almost the same way because you had to rob people to exchange. You weren't taking missions. You were taking like dirty deals. You were treasure hunting. You were doing all kinds of random shit.
Yeah.
And what's the other one? Uncharted. They said Tom Holland's gonna be.
Yeah, Tom Holland and what's his name?
Who?
Have you ever played a game?
Uncharted?
Uncharted.
Yeah, it was the first game that we got with the PS4 when we got it. We got the
there's
bundle
only
pack.
one the first game, right?
No, it wasn't the first one. It was probably like part 4.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
I like that game,
with Tom
bro.
Holland, but they're also with what's his name? God damn it, the guy from New York or whatever with the accent of Boston. What's his name?
Oh, Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
How the fuck did I know you said Boston accent? Mark Wahlberg. Clearly, you mean Mark Wahlberg. I mean, Chris Evans is from Boston. John Krasinski is from Boston.
I don't see why they.
I mean, there's so many. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. I mean, there's a lot of dudes from Boston.
I like Mark Wahlberg, but come on, I'm tired of seeing him in their goddamn movie.
Back when Mark Wahlberg was Marky Mark. This is how we used to get the party start. Shout out Eminem. Oh God, dude, did you ever see that? Did you ever see that TLC? I'm not TLC. TRL. Fuck. You remember Total Request Live with Carson Daly on MTV?
Man, it's been a long time, bro. I know what you're talking about, but
yeah, I know, right? The countdown show. They would have like the top 10 videos of the day or top whatever. I don't even know where they got top 10 from. Like, did people call in, or the internet wasn't a thing back then?
I don't know. Maybe it's call in,
or like
had it been or something.
Because we didn't have the internet didn't work like that. You couldn't go on YouTube and look at top 10 under music
that you know of, I guess.
Oh, I'm trying to watch that video. I'm trying to watch that Doja Cat woman. She's been posting that shit on Instagram.
Right.
Would you want the new video?
I seen it a long time ago.
Then what was all the shit she's been posting all week? No. This is the choreographed video.
Yeah, well, I guess it would, but I heard the song.
I know I heard the song. I'm trying to see the choreographed video. Because she be dancing crazy. Crazy.
She got a little skinny, man. She's a little big. Doja Cat. Back in her days when I first saw her, when I was following her, I mean, she was not fat or nothing, but just, but now she's all fucking skin and bone and shit.
I know.
Like changing her.
Kenna did that post, like that 17-minute post where she was talking on her story about her and Ava, and I was like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, when she was talking about it, I was like, in my head, I'm like, Vincent was telling me that one time. And then I was like, and then when she just kept talking and kept talking and kept talking, and then on her birthday, when she was out or whatever, I put, happy birthday, Doja Kenna. Yeah. And she just put, laugh out loud, thank you, Robert.
Yeah, to me, she looks more like Doja Cat when she don't wear too much makeup. The natural look, she looks more like her. Yeah, have you seen, I'm pretty sure.
You talking about today, when Kenna don't have no lashes on. That's what you talking about. I'm fucking with you.
No, have you seen, no.
No, yeah, dude, Doja goes on Insta with fucking no makeup. Like, she just be fucking chilling. Like, oh man, the Christmas night, she was fucking baking cookies or some dumb shit. Yeah. And she's just fucking like jamming in the background, like, and I was like, you got a man. There's somebody in your life. Like, why are you not hanging out with him? Like, why did he not buy you nothing that you don't have to be over here? I don't know. Maybe she just plans it that way and she just does it for engagement.
I don't know, man. She's famous. Well, you know, she has money and shit. Who knows?
I know.
How her mind works, you know.
I know how my mind works.
Well, I know that. Of course, just you, bro.
¿Qué dijo? No.
I know, right? Manolo. Damn. I haven't chewed that food a long time, man. We missed something.
I swear to God, that dude at the gym was Manolo's little illegitimate brother. You don't know about. That fool looked just like Manolo, but a little bit younger and thinner. Like, that looks like what Manolo would have looked like. I mean, in Peru, in Peruvian gold. He had a Peruvian gold chain. I'm over here buying crafted London, and he's like, we have all the gold in Peru.
Hey, man, he should come on here, dude, one time. You know?
Huh? I was just going to say, yeah, man, we were going to talk about Back to the Future. Oh, okay. I'm fucked up.
That'd be kind of hard. If he knows recording, he's gonna be nervous.
I know, but
I don't know how we're gonna do that, but
so we did hold on. What before we got off on the tangent, because this beer's almost gone and we're about to end this podcast. Peacemaker. Yeah. Hey, go watch Peacemaker. Show your support for John Cena. I started talking about how much I like The Rock. I love The Rock. The eyebrow, the whole shebang. The tattoos that he's rocking now. I loved him in Moana as Maui. I sing along with the songs. Hey, it's okay to say you're welcome. Anyways, John Cena does stuff that The Rock would never do on film. And John Cena's not afraid to play this goofy dope of a guy. And it's funny. Like, it's legitimately funny. It's not just me like, oh, that was kind of cool. No, it's hilarious. And the Sweet Cheeks thing. Like, there's a lot of, like, inside bang jokes.
That too, but he whoops ass, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, if you don't think John Cena's funny, how about you go tell him to his face? I don't think you're funny. Good luck with that, bro. That dude's a beast. Yeah. Those tighty-whitey memes, they're fucking killing it on Instagram, bro. Like, they're killing it, bro.
No one wears those no more.
That's from, I know, but that's from Suicide Squad 2. Yeah. When they're all, like, camped out, he's like, why are you in your underwear? Why would I not be in my underwear? And, like, we get to see his dad, and his dad's the T-1000 from Terminator 2.
Oh, yeah. But
he's a lot bigger and older for sure, but
a little thicker also, and not T-1000.
Yeah, he's like the T-5000. There's more metal to turn into other shit. No, but
and a racist now.
He's what is he? The White Dragon? Is that what his name is? Yeah, he's fucking racist. And they're like, your dad's racist. He's like, oh, I don't know, my dad. Like, yeah, bro, your dad's racist. They're like, he's like, okay, well, I mean. Bro, but like the thing is, in today's culture, like I'm glad they went that route. DC has always done shit like that. Like if you go back and you look at
Marvel plays it safe, man.
I know Marvel always plays it safe. Fuck that, bro. We do dangerous shit all day. But no. So you can go back and reference the Green Arrow comics, and I only know this because my son's named Oliver, and I've done way too much research into Green Arrow. But there was episodes when everybody knows who Roy is. He's the Red Arrow. He turns into Arsenal. He's Green Arrow's sidekick that wears red. Anyways, there's a series of the comic book where he gets strung out on dope, bro. He's like doing drugs. He's a drug addict. But he's also still fighting crime. So bad guys do good shit sometimes too. That's not the moral of the story. The moral of the story is DC's always tackled some shit that was a little more real than Marvel. And hey, we know Disney owns Marvel. So they're going to play it safe. They're going to make the shit that they know they're going to make millions and millions and billions of dollars on.
And they're making that money.
And they're making the money. But they do need to incorporate that Netflix side of Marvel. Because they, like, Deadpool, great. Both movies, great. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool in real life. He just hasn't lost his hair and pigment and scars, Freddy Krueger style and all that. But he incorporates that character perfectly. Yeah. And there needs to be more Deadpool movies, clearly.
Well, too, and then like The Punisher was pretty good
The
on Netflix.
Yeah, The Punisher on Netflix with the dude from Walking Dead.
It's not on there no more, right?
What? Punisher's still on Netflix. Go check out Punisher.
Check
out Punisher on Netflix. Daredevil. They're both good. I finished Defenders. I'm in the middle of Iron Fist, and then I have Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, and I will finish all of them by the end of the month. Whoa, hold on. No, not by the end of this month. By the end of February, they'll all be done. But there's just some shows that you just get rolling, and the guy that plays Frank Castle, the dude that was in The Walking Dead, he was Shane in The Walking Dead, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember that dude's name, but he portrays the Punisher character to a T. He was better than the guy from Dreamcatcher, and then the weird dude that was in between with the combed over haircut from that one fucking movie. Fuck that movie. Never should have made it. Why'd you waste your money? And as we're seeing right now, Netflix has figured out you can make TV shows better than movies. Ozarks, for one.
Are you caught up on Ozark?
I haven't watched the new season that just went up.
Third one?
No, they just released new episodes. Yeah, dude, it's on my TV.
Oh,
new episodes, like in the last week.
Holy shit.
We're going to be doing some dumb shit this weekend.
About new?
Yes, bro.
Oh, shit.
Jason Bateman's been working on that shit, clearly. Yeah, dude. Like, they just released... Because I haven't started, but there is new episodes. Because I remember the end of the last season. Because this is season 4. The new season's 4.
Yeah, that's because...
Yeah, I finished 3. Yeah. So there's new episodes. And if for some reason my Netflix is stupid, I'm sorry. But I'm like... I'm 100% sure. Because I know I watched the end of the 3rd season.
Do you remember what the 3rd season ended? What I remember is...
But that was pre-COVID.
Was it?
Yes. Or it came out at the beginning of COVID. That's fucking 2 years ago now. You've got 2 vaccines since fucking the last time we hung out. I'm just kidding. What the fuck else were we going to talk about?
I think that was it, man.
No, there was one more. Peacemaker, and then...
The playoffs and... Our picks. Whoa, that's the playoffs.
The picks in the playoffs.
Big playoffs. Peacemaker.
I don't remember what time we started. Oh, we were going to talk about dumb stories. I still
you're talking about
I still have a third of a beer left. Oh man, we're at 42 minutes. All right, quick story. Fuck it. So, been going through some personal shit, and I haven't told a lot of stories from the past because I don't want to talk about a lot of it. So, random story. One night on 7th that Vincent hasn't heard. I told him, do you remember that night I stole this? And he was like, I was like, I never told you that story. And he was like, I remember that one night you stole that Whataburger number. I was like, I've moved on in the past that. You know what, guys? But we don't have time to tell the story. This is a long fucking drawn out story.
Yeah.
And
too far, man.
you done?
I got a little bit. But
all right. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. So Friday night, he got work in the morning. I don't.
Sorry. Peace.
Damn.